Hey Arrow viewers, well there are a few things on the ballot this election year, with the obvious things being presidential tickets and several of Missouri's top offices up for grabs. But there are also ballot questions that are worth a second glance before Election Day. I'm Clayton Hester here with a rundown of what state residents can expect on November 3rd. The Arrow's just released its election edition, so if you don't have a copy, head to the website or pick up the paper around campus. We're going to give you a bit of an overview of what's covered by our reporters. One of the big things voters should be aware of are the amendments on the ballot. Amendment 1 would extend the term limits for governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, auditor, and attorney general. The real question for voters is, are term limits a good thing? Term limits could, on the one hand, provide an opportunity to limit corruption, while on the other hand, might stifle the political experience of some newer candidates. Amendment 3 addresses what was called Clean Missouri in 2018. It was an amendment passed by voters then. This would change the policy that the auditor selects a nonpartisan demographer that would draw districts and replace it with a bipartisan commission that would be responsible for the redistricting. It was put on the ballot by the Missouri General Assembly in May. Other things included in the text of the amendment would be a ban on paid gifts from lobbyists to legislators and their staff. It would also reduce campaign contributions. Next thing on our agenda, retention elections. What are they? Well, it's less of a choice to put someone in office and more of a choice of whether you want them to stay there. It's actually a homegrown system for selecting judges. It's called the Missouri Plan. It's, of course, comes from Missouri and has since spread to other states around the country. It came for the aim of being a nonpartisan and campaign-free way of selecting judges and afterwards having the people decide on whether they're doing a good job. The question on the ballot will be phrased something like, shall this certain judge be retained in office? That's where voters get to decide. Missouri Supreme Court Judge Patricia Breckenridge is on the ballot this year, and so are two judges in the Eastern District Court of Appeals, Kurt Odenwald and Robin Ransom. Their current terms will expire on December 31st. Check out more of these stories ahead of the election in this latest edition. But be sure to check the Arrow's Facebook page on November 3rd for live election updates. Don't forget to vote. I'm Clayton Hester.